Our final inductee was an international trailblazer in his sport.
From computer programmer to world kickboxing legend. Quite a trip for the man who had become famous as the Thunder from Down Under. Stan the Man Longinidis might well have been plucked from relative amateur anonymity in 1987, but in the decade ahead put his sport on the map in Australia and his name up in lights around the world. His record of over 100 fights included 8 world championships in 3 different styles. From 1987, when he made his professional debut, through to 2003, when he made a brief trip out of retirement, Stan the Man was the pin-up boy of his sport. In 1990, he had become the first Australian to win a world kickboxing title, and in 1991 took just 15 seconds to add another world title to a fast-growing CV. In 1996, he became the first Westerner to fight for and win a prestigious WMC World Super Heavyweight title in Thailand, where he was crowned by the King of Thailand in front of 82,000 fans. While he inflicted pain with elbow, foot and fist, it came at a cost. Knee injuries would hamper his later defences, and a broken foot hastened the end. The trailblazer of his sport and one of kickboxing's all-time greats, Stan the Man Longinidis, is tonight inducted into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame.
Stan Longinidis, our first kickboxing world champ, is inducted by another world beater, Olympic swimming gold medalist John Conrad.
Stan, what did your mother think when you started doing this, this kickboxing?
Yeah, it's a big transition from being a computer programmer, you know.
You reckon? No.
Yeah. Look, to be honest with you, my mum has never watched me fight live. I fought for almost 22 years, and she's never been there to watch it live. In fact, she needed to always know the approximate time when I was fighting around the world, because she'd be on her knees praying to God and praying to God that he would protect me from the big gorilla that I was fighting. But then after a while, she started to watch some of my videos, and her prayers changed a little bit to, Father, protect the gorilla from my son.
Stan, I've got to ask you, the bloke in the grass skirt, what was that all about?
Yeah, he's a Hawaiian fighter, and
he
wanted... Well, like Bert Newton said many years ago, the first mistake he made was wearing a dress in the ring. So, but he was universally the man to beat at the time. Dennis Alexio was the undisputed world heavyweight champion, and even though I'd won many, many titles, we once fought off to unify that world title.
They call boxing the sweet science, but kickboxing looks bloody scary, actually.
Yeah, look. It's funny, I look back now on what I've done and I think, my God, how did I do that? And it's all about attitude and mindset at the time. These days I watch, you know, Foxtel and documentaries, documentaries about the brain and the damage you do. And I think, my God, how did you know, like, I'm so fortunate to get out of that sport after 22 years. You know, so it's a potentially dangerous sport, there's no doubt about that. But, you know, it's a very exciting sport. And I knew I had an opportunity to be the catalyst. I couldn't find any local mentors because I knew I was going to be the mentor for future fighters, and I created a path for others to follow. So, you know, for me tonight, this is a real privilege and an honour.
I was going to say it's a validation of your sport tonight. There are some 600 members in the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. You're the first from your sport.
Yeah, yeah. It's a tremendous honour and a privilege. And hopefully after tonight, and, you know, because we have so much talent out there that deserves to be recognised, and I'm sure, you know, they deserve to be recognised by even Sahov. So hopefully this breakthrough and breaking the maiden status will give opportunities for our local talent to be recognised.
I don't think many people in this room would realise just how often you're called on to talk to people about your experiences and about the struggle to get the sport on the map and to stay on the map for so long.
Yeah, well, I'm fortunate again, after 22 years of fighting, I can string a few words together and inspire and encourage other people. You know, I don't claim to be the smartest guy in the world, but that wasn't a goal that I set out.
Better than computers.
But the truth is, I just want to take this opportunity to just say that to accept this award is such a privilege and an honour in such a stellar guest list like tonight. And more importantly, to have my parents present in the room, because just so I can give a parent's perspective, you know, I travelled the world chasing my dream, and I wasn't exactly playing golf or tennis. I mean, I was in a jungle, you know, fighting in a gladiator's arena. And for a parent's point of view, to be standing by the phone with anxiety, waiting to hear if their son's okay, it means a lot for me to have my parents present tonight, and it redefines my moment of greatness. Thank you. If I can say one last thing.
Yeah, okay. Hold it.
Yeah. I just want to take this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to say one last thing before I go, that I want to honour two people that were a big part of my career and my life, and good friends. My coach, the late Dana Goodson from Fitzroy Stars Gym. We won all our world titles together. And my good friend Nick Matthews, who's been part of the team and a good friend of mine for 35 years, who struggled with his health, and I lost him 2 days ago, so unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. I'd like to think that they're up there looking down upon me with their beautiful smiles, and they'll be proud of me this evening. But most of all, I want to give thanks to my sweet Lord Jesus. Your love never fails, and your timing is always perfect. Thank you very much.
The seventh of our inductees, Stan the Man.